This is a CMMG MK4 RCE 556223 stainless steel medium taper barrel with CMMG SV brake. Also has Magpul CTR stock, Magpul grip and trigger guard, and factory Geisley 2-stage trigger. 14-inch CMMG key mod. It's a pretty sweet toy. I been doing some dealings on Arms List with a guy for a little while, selling him some 22 ammo. And after doing a few deals, I found out that he's actually an FFL, does some deals out of his house, does some transfers for people. And we worked out a deal on trade for this brand new rifle for 14,000 rounds of 22. Most of it was bulk, auto match, fed blues, some golden bullets, some buckets, and 1,800 rounds of 1,330 foot per second red rattlers. So that was the deal for the gun. I picked up a couple of other toys for it. The mag came with it, of course, 1P mag Gen 2. Picked up a P223 scope, M223 mount. I actually ordered a Black Rain Ordnance nickel boron bolt carrier group, and I ordered this stuff from Grab-A-Gun, and they shipped me the wrong bolt carrier group. They sent me the WMD guns full auto bolt carrier group with hammer in nickel boron. See the stake job on the key there. Should be Methem 88 approved. Upon doing some research into this, even though there's like maybe a couple dollars difference in price, the Black Rain Ordnance bolt carrier is a couple dollars more, at least on Grab-A-Gun site, than the WMD guns full auto bolt carrier group with the hammer. The reviews on this one seem to be a little bit better. Plus, it's probably a better value because I got the hammer with it too. So I think I'm probably just okay with that. I don't think I'm gonna call and complain. I don't know what happened, if they just put the wrong one in the box or they ran out of the other one and they upgraded me, or what exactly went on, but I think I ended up with the better end of the deal on it. So that's good in my book. This is what the specs are on the rifle on CMMG's website. You got 16-inch 4/16 stainless medium taper barrel, SV brake, key mod handguard, Geisel SSA 2-stage trigger, MOE pistol grip, MOE trigger guard, and CTR stock. I did a lot of research on this on these guns before I really decided to buy. This thing's really lightweight too, by the way. It's 6.7 pounds, and it even feels lighter than that. It's really light. Barrel's 4/16 stainless, bead blasted finish, 1-7 twist. You know, value wise, if you were gonna actually buy a rifle and not build one, I was looking at some Daniel Defense rifles, something very similar to this, the DDM 4V11. And you buy the DDM 4V11 and you spend $1,500 to $1,600 on it and you get nothing. You're gonna change the muzzle device, you're gonna change the trigger, you're gonna change the trigger guard, you might change the stock. I actually happen to like the Daniel Defense stocks. So I mean, you know, this one doesn't really need any of that. So to me, it's a better value. It doesn't really probably hold the resale value that a Daniel Defense does, but you know, CMMG has a pretty good reputation. Mostly known for their dedicated 22 long rifle AR uppers, which get phenomenal reviews, which might be something I look into for this thing eventually. Future planned upgrades for this gun. I've been doing a lot of research on muzzle brakes. I watched like a 40-minute YouTube video on muzzle brake testing. Guy setting off 5.56 in a sled type device like this with it clamped in, sliding backwards on a plastic, like, you know, 8-foot banquet table. And this is the one that won out. This device here had the least amount of recoil and slid the sled back the least amount. This is a Precision Armament M4-72. Seems to be they're about $90 on their website. The other thing that was nice about this too is I've been doing some research on other muzzle devices, like I said, and the other one that really caught my eye for recoil reduction was the Lantac Dragon. And what guys were saying about the Lantac Dragon is that it's a great device and the muzzle barely comes up at all, but it didn't perform as good as this one in that sled test. And also they say that the person standing next to the Lantac Dragon is going to be going to the hearing doctor after the 3rd or 4th shot. And that's, you know, this one here is loud, but it's still nothing like the Lantac as far as how loud it is. Then we got Ammo Mafia approved AXTS Raptor charging handle will be a future upgrade. Believe that I am going to go with the Fortis Manufacturing Rev 2 free float 14-inch rail in the M-Lock version. This is I believe that this is actually a gun, like absolutely like almost the same exact gun as mine in this photo of it here. It just seems to me that there's like the whole direction's heading towards M-Lock, and there's a lot more accessories available for M-Lock, so I think eventually that'll be an upgrade. Of course, K&S pins will go on it. I'm thinking the stainless. I don't want to completely jock Duffy 112's build and put the red ones on this thing, even though they probably look cool, because the scope and the mount and everything else are pretty much, the guns are going to look just about identical. I guess the two of us just have great taste in ARs. So also going to get an AFG. I don't know if I'm going to do the Seekins or if I'm going to do the Magpul AFG 2. I think I'm kind of leaning towards the Seekins just based on overall looks, having the QD sling mount in it, and Jack Ammo, you know, approved part here. So I'm going to the gun show this weekend, so I'm going to look at them both and try to make a decision on that. And then I got to get a couple of sections of rail for key mod, because I won't be buying this Fortis rail for a little while. So blew my wad on magazines, ammo, and all this other parts I got. So alright everybody, well that is that. Thank you for tuning in this evening. Tell me what you think of my new toy. If you got any suggestions for me, please leave a comment, send me a text, send me an email, whatever it may be. Have a great night. Thanks. The P223 scope was $160.08. No tax, no shipping. The M223 mount was $68.41. No tax, no shipping. WMD Guns M16 bolt carrier group nickel boron with hammer. $200.29. No tax, no shipping.